Good morning and happy Saturday. I just realized you could tell I brought my dog out last night. I have the doggy blanket on back there. So I'm off to work this morning. I've got a tour de force, like 4 appointments, one right after the other, to this apartment that hopefully these are the last ones, because there comes a time when it's just not enthusiastic anymore. And when that energy is failing, I notice that it gets harder and harder to sell at that point. In fact, I wanted to share with you this morning because I was reflecting on this. I hope the audio is okay because I don't have my ear thing. I left it at home. Anyway, because I always thought, I'm a real estate agent, and I always thought we never actually sell homes. It's not, you can't sell a home. I mean, and of course here I'm talking about residential, people who are purchasing properties for themselves to live in. There's, I think it's a lot more psychological than it is actually sales, because I think the biggest work is understanding the customer, understanding the perfect customer for that property, the benefits that it has, who would see those things as benefits, and because there is no perfect home. So, but kind of determining who would appreciate the most the benefits of that property, and who would be willing to overlook the less appetibili. Sorry, it's coming to me in Italian. The less appetizing, which is we don't say that, less appealing aspects of the property, and where that would be like a lesser problem for them. And in that determination, I think that's very similar to the digital marketing that they teach us, our avatar. When you know your avatar, then your marketing speaks to them. And in this particular case, though, this wasn't really what I wanted to discuss. It's part of it. But the fact of being in real estate is not actually sales. And that's why I've always liked it, because it's more about understanding your customers, knowing really clearly what their objective is, because a lot of times they don't know very clearly what their objective is, and you need to be good enough or ask the right questions or even create that relationship enough for it to be able to come out in the duration of your relationship. What is really important, because when you ask somebody what they want in a house, they're like, 3 bedrooms and a garden and blah blah blah. But actually a home means something so much more to us. So it could be the peace and quiet. It could be the fact of not having anybody nearby because you like to scream, or you like to, play your banjo at night, or whatever. But those things actually come out later. So if there's no real relationship with your customer, if it's just about taking them to a visit and done with, which is how it tends to work here, in my opinion, the job wasn't done. Our job is actually identifying the need of the customers and understanding when we have a property or there is a property that would satisfy that need. And then you bring them there, and what happens is just, it's natural. It's not about forcing a property onto somebody or convincing somebody to buy that property. It just happens, and you see it immediately in their eyes. They walk in and it's like, and I was like that. I mean, I was like that before I got into real estate, but I knew I was, oh my gosh, the gullible idiot, because I walked in and I saw all different colored walls, and I thought that's what it was, but it wasn't. It was the energy of the house. The energy of the house spoke to me. We understood one another, and that was home. I wasn't buying a house. I was buying my home. And the agent saw it right away too, and I'm like, oh, please just help me so I don't overspend on this, because I don't have a lot of money to spend or whatever. And and the rest just falls into place. So I think it's about lining up, and I think that goes for our lives too, lining up our values, lining up who we are, lining up what we're naturally good at with what unfolds, and then just kind of seeing where the cards fall. It's not about manipulating it to go our way, because when you do that, sooner or later something's going to crack. I think there's a higher energy in the universe that pulls us towards what we're meant to do and who we're meant to help. I could go on for hours, and I don't want to go on for hours. This has already gone on for 5 minutes. Sorry about that. So, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this, because this is a topic that I really, really enjoy. So let me know what you think. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.